Greetings, Exiles. BullShifter here. Tonight we're going to do something a little different. So I wasn't at home at all this weekend, unfortunately, so I didn't really get a chance to sit down and try out the Black Desert beta. So I figured tonight, Monday's live stream, the beta comes down, I believe, tomorrow. So I figured this would be a pretty solid opportunity to go ahead and just give the game a fair shake, go through and, yeah, just play the beta, see what I think, just kind of share my opinions. So I haven't created a character or anything at all, so all of this is, 100% new for me. So you'll be getting my honest live opinion on the game. Let's see, until the logo appears. Yeah, I'm not seeing the logo. So I'm not exactly sure what to do with this slider. I guess leave it at a default 100. So I've heard pretty good things about this game. You know, hopefully it's a solid experience. I know there are quite a few people interested in kind of learning about this game, and I am too. Name shared amongst your characters. Let's just go with BullShifter. You know, it's probably going to make my character's last name BullShifter. So before we even start, let's actually look at the different versions they have of this game, because I think there's 3 different pre-order versions. Yeah, so Standard, Deluxe, and Ultimate. And I think if you pre-order digital versions, they actually have a bit of a discount now. So anyone who's interested in that, that may be a solid investment. Looks like they actually include quite a bit in the Ultimate Edition. Early access, that's cool. So yeah, there's 3 different versions. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll just go into the crowded one. At least we know there's people there. Create a new character. So we have a warrior, ranger, sorceress, berserker, wizard, and witch. Let's keep it simple. We'll go with a warrior. What kind of hair can we get on this guy? It kind of looks like my hair. Cool little mohawk there. Can I rotate? Apparently not. Yeah, we'll go with that. I like it. Trim the length down. Okay, this customization isn't bad, actually. Straighten it out. I don't think that really did anything. That's fine. Color. That's fine. Face. Okay. So we have a lot of options here. Grizzled middle-aged man. I'll go with that one. Facial hair, what do we got here? Tony Stark looking ordeal here. Ah, I see. I actually let you do a lot here. Face shape. Okay, I don't want to go too in depth with this. It's just the beta, and I'm assuming we lose all this anyways. So there's not much of a point in getting too in depth with this, but Just to kind of give everyone... Oh, you can change the shape of your pupils. That's weird. Oh, for sure. Hair gel's been around since biblical times. Or this guy just got electrocuted. That might be it, too. I do have to say, I like the customization option. So that's going to be super cool when this launches, like being able to play around with that a little bit. It does look like there's going to be a lot of stuff to play around with, so you'll be able to get pretty in depth. I'm kind of excited to see like the different like video game characters people end up making, because that's always a thing. PS4 game where you could upload a picture of your... I know EA did a lot of that stuff for a little while, like in their sports games, so it might have been an EA game. A tattoo. Yeah, we'll skip the tattoos. Let's bulk up a little bit. Good enough. Yeah, good enough. Works for me. Alright. Horoscope. I'm a Pisces, so I'm assuming that's what boat is. These are probably in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I'm guessing. Action. Does this really affect anything? Don't really want to get too crazy with this. Hey, Fearless, what's up? Right, I'm surprised there's not a Game of Thrones games. It's like that, a Game of Thrones game that's like that already. Yeah, Yeti, this is not Path of Exile. This is... Why am I forgetting what's... Black Desert Online. The beta's only going for about another day. I can get to play it all this weekend, so I figured this would be kind of a cool place to give the game a shot. It's an MMORPG, so I'm hoping it ends up being a solid one. That's kind of cool looking. I like that one. Let's go with that. Hello, that's a dope helmet. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Beauty album? What the hell does that mean? Okay, we're gonna skip that. Current settings will... No, I wanna... Input character name. BullShifter. Oops. Confirm. Yes. I may have to plug in my controller soon. Alright, let's roll. So, yeah, character creation, pretty in-depth. That's really cool. That's a promising start to the game. See what the load times are like here. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I haven't played an MMORPG in quite some time, let alone one on console. I think the last one I really got into was probably the Old Republic on PC. That's a game they totally could have brought over to PS4. Kind of surprised they didn't. do I actually have? I do have a cord on standby. Let's plug this bad boy in just to be safe. Ooh, some bad stuff's going down. What the hell's that thing? A little shadow fart there. Not sure if I'm supposed to be hearing anything right now or not. Oh, I guess not. Feeling okay now. It's kind of trippy, man. I don't know. I'm all dazed, man. Oh, the shadow fart's gonna talk to us. Choose the right host. So do we die? Okay, I guess we're gonna accept. The start of an adventure. Regal's really bad, okay? Actually, yes. SP, you have a good point. I did actually get pretty into Elder Scrolls Online for quite a while. Let's get exit out of there. Okay, cool. Oh, you get to move fast, so that's good at least. Looks like rendering's a little odd in this game. Talking to deer people.
I've investigated ruins across the continent. I study ancient artifacts.
Everybody says they're experts. What could you possibly do by yourself?
Huh. I didn't come here alone. I'm with an ancient language expert with some quality excavators.
Oh, stupid gob. That's racist. Guy's racist against goblins.
You stand before Princess Direct. You must mind your...
Yes, dear person.
I'm sorry, adventurer, but I can't really trust you with a job this important.
But I need quests, and I need missions, and I need to do stuff and things.
No, thank you.
I'll pay you in grasshoppers, or whatever this thing is. That's not a gemstone, that's a broken shard of glass.
Isn't this a gem of balance? They say it concealed the dark power. I never thought I would see one.
Oh, it's just a piece of glass, dude. He's fooling you.
So is this something that Sir Jordan is looking for? Fine. You are in charge of the Stone Chamber investigation now. A fortnight. That's how long I'm giving you to figure it out.
How long's a fortnight?
Huh. It'll be much sooner than that. I wonder what exciting discoveries we'll find inside the ancient stone chamber today. I can barely contain my excitement.
Completed that quest. So we have to examine ancient artifacts that were discovered somewhere. Investigate what's been discovered at the stone chamber. Alright.
You're in Belenos, at the Western Guard camp to be precise. I don't know what happened.
Well, let's roll. So, these look like wolves. Oh, they're foxes. They're not attacking. Put our weapon away. So is there no way for me to block with my shield? Okay, so this must be like a quest tracker. 12 days is a fortnight? That's good to know. I'm not done talking to this guy yet?
How do I know who you are?
Feels... Oh, I have to talk to her?
You're going to entrust them with the task.
Sure doesn't seem like it. Okay, so I have to talk to that random troll. Okay, so we're not getting spoiled with too much voice acting here. Check the quest window. giant chat bar. It's a little annoying. No. Quest. There we go. Excavation site. Navigation's been enabled.
I asked for the most skilled adventurer, not this weasel with nothing close to what I paid for.
Alright, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but can we kill some stuff?
I can't wait to.
Hey, what's up, Legend? That is indeed a fortnight. Quest objective. Talk to a fox? Okay. So how do I gain knowledge on this gray fox? Do I have to kill it? Oh, that is actually what I had to do. Fair enough. Summon the Black Spirit. This game explains how to do things about as well as Path of Exile does. Oh. Okay, well I guess I'm gonna figure out things from randomly clicking buttons. Defeat. Alright, here we go. That one was kind of strong. Well, I feel kind of bad attacking these things. I don't even fight back. What the hell are those things? I feel like I should be killing those things, not these innocent foxes. Oh, it did attack. You jerk. Okay. Put that away. I will say, at least you get to move somewhat quickly in this game without a mount. Like, that's a positive. Why is this guy so damn big?
I can't remember how we got here. Have you heard about the statue at the end of the chamber? They say it has stories of the ancient. Strange. Can't remember how we got here.
No silly behavior. I don't even want to go in there then.
They say it has.
Doesn't even sound fun. Eden sounds boring. I thought I was moving quick, but man, this area is a long ways to travel.
Must be destiny that brings you.
Oh, it's that guy.
Move towards the light, even in the darkness. Gradually, experience will show you the way.
So we talked to the fart of darkness again. Find out more about the artifact located behind Eden.
Remember, my friend, I'm Aiden.
Oh, Aiden. Did he literally just hear me calling him Eden and corrected me? Ancient remains. Apparently that's all it takes to find out about stuff. You approach it. Yep, this is Black Desert Online.
Look at this.
There's something wrong with the artifact.
But since the beta's only going until tomorrow, this is kind of my one opportunity to just do something with this game, and I didn't get a chance to play it at all this weekend to kind of give impressions of it, so I thought this would be a fun way to go about doing that. Yeah, I call that the Fart of Darkness. I don't know what he actually is.
So, tell us anything you might know about the black energy.
Oh, he's the Black Spirit. I guess I've been calling him the Fart of Darkness.
Ancient stuff. He seems unstable.
Oh, time has stopped. Maybe he is a fart. Everyone's kind of covering their faces.
One step too late.
I know, he looks totally different.
Seems the black energy.
As long as he doesn't start yelling, "Hey, listen."
We should tell
Yeah, I suppose calling him the Fart of Darkness isn't exactly mature, is it? Check the quest window. I keep doing that. Okay, so Path of Exile has me really accustomed to hitting that middle button to get to the options screen all the time. Navigation's been enabled. Well, I was just in the quest window. It's like a weird energy that flows from... urges you to investigate. Okay.
The more I know of ancient wisdom,
It must be destiny that brings you here.
Okay, we just had to complete our quest through him.
Experience will show you the way.
Not a fetch quest. Defeat young tree spirits. Okay, so those must have been those giant things that I thought looked more like enemies than the actual wolves. Or, those were foxes, so now I guess we're looking for wolves. Which is what I thought those foxes were at first. This guy runs like he's on something. I don't even know. He should take longer strides. He'd get a lot further. These guys are tough. Guys take some hits. Those tree monsters. So you can't really just spam attacks, otherwise you end up kind of going off in weird directions. I've noticed that. I will say graphically this game looks pretty decent for an old PC game, because I think this game's actually been out for a little while. So I just need more wolves, one more tree spirit. See, that's kind of what happens if you just start randomly attacking. I don't understand why those things just randomly fell over and died. I wonder if there's an easier way for me to, like, lock on to enemies. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't want to do that either. Circle kicks. Squared doesn't really do anything. Summon the black I did it again. That is such a nasty habit to get out of. Alright, complete. Okay. Do we have to summon him again? It must be. I gave us a gift. Thanks, buddy. So, gain knowledge of all the tree spirits. So, mature tree spirits and immature tree spirits. Oh, we got some people here finally. Or they've been here this whole time and I just didn't see them. Just looking for mature and oh, there's an immature one. I thought killing that thing would help me learn about it. Going ham with those arrows. Maybe if I follow, I'm not quite sure this waypoint's actually taking me to. It doesn't give me any. Let's just attack it. I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to learn about these things. Well, maybe I have to kill a certain amount of them. Okay, so yeah, I learned about mature ones just now. Being attacked by small ones, though. Go away, you big man, the jammer. Nice level up. feel like I only had to kill 2 of the mature ones in order to learn about them. How many of these things do I have to kill? There we go. Got the quest window. I mean, I already checked the quest window. Did I miss something? Okay. Guess we'll just follow our waypoint here. Hopefully that'll take me in the right area. So, I mean, it's kind of cool to see other people in the open world, but, I mean, that's pretty standard for an MMO. Okay, so that did complete the quest. Oh, there wasn't even a person there at first. Take back the wagon, drivers, silver from the imp soldiers, belongings from the imp raiders. So you just need to kill a bunch of imps. I will say this game does have kind of some weird stuff going on with it. With like NPCs just kind of randomly showing up. Enemies randomly showing up and disappearing. You know what, I actually want to go and... turn this down a little bit. Just a bit much. Just a lot going on. Okay, there. That's much better. Not that the sounds in the game are bad, it's just, there's a lot going on at once. These imps make kind of annoying noises, too. So look for wizards and raiders. It is nice that they do give a little, like, blue, like, rectangle around things that are actually quest objectives. Like, I can definitely appreciate that. Okay, so I've killed enough wizards, so I just need to find imp raiders. So I'm wondering if they're gonna actually like have loot on them when they get killed. Yep, they sure do. Wizard. There's a raider. I think. Oh wait, I finished. So let's check the quest window, but I'm assuming I can just go back here and turn the quest back in. Sure can. Subjugate the imps. Yeah, I really wish there was a lock-on system. Maybe there is, and I just don't know how it works. Let's see, what does L1 do? Okay, so L1's actually my shield. L2 looks like it's some sort of button modifier that brings up like a mini menu. Okay, so that's just like the little emotes. Little conditions, not whatever that is. Okay, so there are mounts in this game. Okay. Okay, so there's like a quick way to bring up my quest menu. Oh, alright, good to know. Good to know. Catching on to stuff here. But I still don't think there's a lock-on feature. Unless I'm just totally missing something. I mean, if you just kind of stand and face something, it's really not that bad. I wonder how ranged plays, though. Because I feel like moving and attacking is a nightmare. I know you seem to take a lot of shots, too. Although I've probably looted items, just haven't equipped anything yet. Like, I have to have some sort of skills here soon, right? Like, it can't just be all light and heavy attacks this whole time. Inventory. Okay, so I can equip that. Inventory expansion, okay. Better shield. Seems like anyways. Okay. So that's all well and good. What else is in this options menu? Knowledge World Map Guild. Control guide. Sit special action 1. Transport, camera movement. Special actions, that's it. So they're legitimately not skills in the game? I did it again. Well, actually, let's use the quick way. Well, it does at least give you nice, like, waypoints to follow. But if I'm being honest so far, I would honestly say if you have the chance to play something either between this game or Elder Scrolls Online, I'd probably actually go with Elder Scrolls Online. That's just what I've played from, so far in this game. And it is just in beta yet. I'm just hoping to get some sort of equipable skills here, but I don't know, judging by the controls, I don't know, to be honest. Things seem to be taking kind of long to render, too. I don't think this game is too far from release, either. I don't know, I kind of feel like they've got a lot of work to do on this. I mean, when there is voice acting, this voice acting is actually pretty decent. I'm Cliff. Like a dog without my lips moving, but then my lips move afterwards. It's like a Godzilla movie. His lips don't match at all. That's awesome. understand.
Armstrong shall be the man to look for.
So some guy, or no, some girl was spoiled.
Princess Jarette is here. Take care to show courtesy.
Okay, I'm not gonna go around in this verbal circle with you. Meet Miguel. Okay, fair enough.
Defensive survivor. Don't hesitate investing in armor. I don't wear armor. Why not? I can't.
You should probably wear armor, bro. Like all these little goblins going around stabbing people. You're not gonna last long.
Loyalty is only earned.
Is that gonna be our mission to find this guy some armor? Western Guard Camp. Oh, you're right there.
Are you here to meet with Captain Cliff? Everyone here believes the captain. It's the imp, Red Nose, that's making trouble.
Red Nose? It's a very clever name. Is that guy an orc? Guy was a something. Do I have a mount already? I'm curious. I see a lot of people riding around on mounts. What was it? Oh, yikes. I don't want to do that. Currently no mount, so no, I do not have a mount yet. Oh, so this is the guy, huh? Yeah, there was a lot of stuff I was hopeful for in Destiny. Like, I played the first one quite a bit, but I don't know, once the second one came out, truthfully, I was one of those people who wasn't overly thrilled that there was a second one, because they made it sound like the first one was going to kind of be it and be supported for years. So then when it wasn't, like, I didn't jump on board with the second game. Yeah, I played Elder Scrolls for quite a while. I never got, like, ridiculously high level or anything, but I had fun with it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping, I mean, I don't want to quite doom this game yet. I just started playing it in the beta, but I don't know if in its current state it's really going to hold up. It's interesting, and there's like definitely some things I like. Like, I do like that the waypoints are very straightforward. They adjust to where you're moving. Like, that's something that Elder Scrolls also does, but there's a lot of games that don't do that. The combat's simplistic, but it's almost a bit overly simplistic for my tastes. Kill the steel imps, okay. The little markers above different enemies' heads that you have to kill or that will have your objective, that's nice. I'm a big fan of that. I really wish there was a lock-on in the game, though. I think that kind of takes away from this combat. Because then I could kind of like lock onto an enemy and kite around instead of just having to stand still and attack. But I don't know if this is like how the game plays on PC or if it's a little different. If they've simplified it for console. I kind of hate when PC games do that. That was one of my biggest appeals to Path of Exile, is they didn't dull anything down. Granted, maybe they should have dulled the graphics down a little bit, or given us the option to be able to do it. And everything feels like a tank in this game. I'm going to find out later that I'm an idiot and there were like attack skills I could use. And that there was a lock-on function and I just never figured it out. I earned combat skill points. Let's run up here. Let's kind of get out of this combat zone a little bit. Because we're still technically in a combat zone, but... You jerk. I wanted to look at stuff. I'm assuming it's a knowledge? Oh, no, it's not actually. Profile skill. Here we go. Okay, so I do kind of have different attacks. I can learn upgraded versions of those attacks. Okay, so you get to upgrade them at certain levels. So I'm too... I don't have a high enough level. Where do I actually see my level? Profile? Level 10. They should really include that right there on that skills screen. Unless it is and I'm just not seeing it. No, it definitely isn't. So... do you want to learn that skill? For backward movement speed up while on guard. Evasion is those buttons plus L2, which is... okay. Looks like there's some other skills I'll learn automatically as I level up. Oh. Well, that's nice. It actually took me out of that screen while I was being attacked. So there's little features and functions that they do well. So this may just be a matter of me advancing through and gaining more skills. I'm kind of intrigued by playing WoW Classic simply because of the fact that, believe it or not, I've never played World of Warcraft. I've played a ton of different MMORPGs, but I've literally never touched Warcraft. I don't really have a good reason as to why. Nothing I've ever been opposed to. It's just something that, I don't know, I just never played. So yeah, guard is just L1. Hilt smash. Yeah, a lot of skills I just can't upgrade because I'm not high enough level yet. So there's a decent amount of skills. Double dash, quick charging thrust. So it almost seems like fighting kind of operates like an actual like fighting game in this game, which could be kind of cool. And it might just be, let's see, ground roar, hold R2 after using a skill for a combo attack. Can be used with R2 to ground roar in the air during forward. Yeah, why not? Let's learn that skill. Automatically while using deep thrust. Yes. So we just use all our skill points. Okay, so yeah, we definitely get different skills. Okay, and guard's actually a toggle, it looks like. Just gonna attack my way out of here. Okay. So I can appreciate some of the stuff that's going on. I mean, to be honest, I feel somewhat obligated to give Vanilla WoW a shot just because, you know, since I've literally never played the game at all. I mean, you know, what better place to start than basically a recreation of the original? So, like, I won't have to worry about, you know, not knowing specific lore or not being accustomed to different things in the game that have changed. Like, I'll actually get, you know, kind of like that fresh start as I would have if I'd have started playing the game when it first came out. So I think that's kind of what has a lot of appeal to it for me. Plus, most things that Blizzard works on is relatively solid. I don't agree with everything they do, and I'm not super stoked about all their projects, but I think Vanilla WoW is a cool one. Oh, I wonder why they call you Red Nose. No, I'm just in a loop of dialogue again. It's the Dark Spirit talking to me again. So we talked to like the one friendly imp out of the group. Let's see. Where was the inventory? There it was. So we have better armor. We technically don't have anything equipped for armor. We have a better sword. Which before we just had a rusty longsword. Cannot be enhanced. Okay, so that ups my accuracy. Is that? Yeah, that is something I can equip. Vendors. Something else for vendors. Okay, so that's just a damage increase for the most part. That's a bit of a damage and defense increase. Okay. Pearl inventory. And mountain, okay. Fair enough. So this is all starting to come together a little more. Yeah, there's an NPC spawning oddly again. Jeez, gotta defeat 50 of them? I mean, I'm not gonna complain about repetition, just because that's a pretty common theme in MMOs. $50 just seems like kind of a lot for an early, you know, an early quest. Every time I, like, glance down at the chat for the game, there's always people arguing about something or another. Since the emulator that I used on that Throwback Thursday where I played Champions of Norrath, since the emulator ran so poorly, I've actually been looking into buying a PS2 on eBay. It's because I feel like that's kind of where the line for emulation is drawn. Like some PS2 games just don't emulate very well. Again, I have a console built that can play, you know, Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, and N64 games really well. There's no way that thing could handle any PS2 games. And my computer's pretty decent, and I don't think it's a matter of hardware for that. I think the emulation just isn't the greatest. But I think actually buying a PS2 would be fun. And play some PS2 games on stream randomly. Probably do it as like a Throwback Thursday thing. Keep that on those Thursdays. I could learn a new skill. I'm actually going to save my points up a little bit. I like that skill that I gained though, that ground roar. That's pretty dope. This is Black Desert Online. It's the beta. It's only up for a few days, so I figured it'd be kind of fun to stream this tonight. Then I'll be right back on Path of Exile on Wednesday. But I think this game comes out relatively soon too. I had a few people who were seemed like fans of the game, so I wanted to give this a fair shake. Just kind of a big fan of RPGs in general. New skill, instant grapple. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of coming around to this. It felt a bit basic at first, but I'm kind of coming to the conclusion that a lot of it is, it seems to be more button combination based, like more action than like straight up like assign a skill to this button, use this button. Looks like you actually like gain skills and then based off of your button combinations, you do different attacks. And I'm kind of realizing the lack of a lock-on function is becoming, I guess, less of an issue as I'm playing this more. The one big thing I've noticed is like there's some weird rendering in the game. Like you'll go to an area to talk to an NPC and they won't show up until like after you hold triangle to talk to them. Just kind of odd. But they do a good enough job of giving you like an actual waypoint system to where it's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of weird. And of course, you know, I love the fact that there's items to loot. Granted, that's going to be standard in any action-based RPG. So since I looted a new weapon, this seems to go by a little bit faster, the combat does. We still have quite a bit of stuff to defeat, though. Ooh, that that felt good, actually. What was back here? Pickaxes, okay. So I'm actually wondering, it does kind of seem like there's a light lock-on system, because I'm noticing like a little red icon. So I'm thinking before, maybe I was just moving around too much while attacking. Because like, yeah, I can see the little red icon, and yeah, I am kind of like circling him. Just a bit to get acquainted to in this game. Ooh, that heavy strike is pretty awesome. So this has actually grown on me a little bit. And I will say, at least, like, they gave me a decent amount of enemies to kill, but it seems like they respawn at a pretty decent rate. And it's not like I'm sitting here aggroing everything at once, so I'm just getting demolished. It does feel kind of unique in that way, because most other RPGs, when you run into an area like this and start attacking, like, everything comes after you all at once. That's to pickaxe at that stone back there. Like in most other RPGs, like if I attack this guy right here, I'd end up with this entire other base, like these other 4 guys coming after me. It seems like I have to get relatively close and actually attack first, and then they'll engage. Alright, 6 more. Although I didn't want to put my weapon away. This is indeed a lot different than Path of Exile. This is definitely a lot more, like, button combination based. Like, it's fun. I'm definitely still enjoying myself. Especially the more I'm kind of getting used to the different controls. See for reward. Well, we're conversing right now. Just give me my reward. We could do that, right? looks like an inventory increase. Yep, inventory expansion. Nice. Okay, fair enough. So, like, literally go throughout the game and expand my inventory. Which it looks like by the end of this, I'll have a pretty decent amount of stuff I can carry. There does seem to be, like, a weight down here. It says 38.3 out of 342. I wonder if that's actually relevant or if it is just based off of these slots. Or maybe that's like a specific weight I can equip. Get out of here. I'm trying to look at my inventory. All these are quest objectives. Just me moving around too much again. This is, I keep forgetting, Black Desert Online. I don't know why I keep forgetting the name of it. Getting old, I forget things. Oh, dude, that's legit. So I think I'll definitely get to the point where I'm killing Shaper on red, like, all the way through. Or, well, Elder. But they're not going to drop anything good for me. Like, I think I'll be able to complete all the maps and get all the way through, but I don't see myself having the luck to get a Star Forge to drop. So I need to take their staves. If any of them drop those yet? Yeah, most stuff you can take a couple hits from and leech anyways. So even if you screw up, it's usually not, you know, too brutal. Depending on the modifiers, I suppose. I feel like I was jumping higher earlier. If you donated me a Star Forge, I would definitely feel like I was taking advantage at that point. That's something I should probably earn. So hopefully this guy drops his staff. Looks like that's one of the things I have to loot. Don't think he did. What a jerk. Didn't even drop me his staff. Yeah, I was kind of... When I first started playing tonight, I was kind of iffy on it. But the more I'm playing, the more I'm kind of realizing the potential this game may have later on. This game kind of reminds me of like a combination of like Elder Scrolls Online with a little bit of the freeform fighting that like Dark Souls or Bloodborne has, with a little bit of Dragon's Dogma kind of thrown in there with the combat style. For sure, dude. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good night. I truthfully may be calling it a night soon here as well. It's early in the week. Definitely need to get some amount of rest. What are these things? I don't even know if I'm actually attacking these things. Sure doesn't look like it. So, steel imps and wizard staves. If any of them would drop it. Yeah, I'm definitely drawing some parallels between this game and Dragon's Dogma, and like, I love Dragon's Dogma. Like a ridiculously underrated game. I actually picked it up on my Switch. This kind of seems like a world event that I just didn't join in on fast enough, maybe. Or maybe it's like quest specific. Actually, I don't need to kill any more warriors. I just need to find wizards and loot their staves. Another warrior there. Where are all the wizards? There's one. Oh, that makes sense. That's pretty standard for an MMO. Okay, so I actually didn't even have to loot it, it just gave me one. Like, I just have to be lucky enough to just have one of them drop. There's another one. Getting pretty unlucky with these wizards. It might be because I'm not actually in the objective circle, too. These wizards are jerks. Just drop your staff. I missed all those attacks. There we go. Alright, so summon the Black Spirit. Yeah, I saw there's mounts in the game. I saw a few other people riding around on them. I'm sure it's a pre-order bonus for one of the editions too, or not a pre-order bonus, but just like a bonus for getting one of the special editions. That makes sense. Yeah, this game seems to hit all of your standard MMORPG, check all those boxes, you know. I don't want to check out the tree. I'll talk to Tiny Nose over here. What a creepy looking little guy. Man, they really make the captain sound like a jerk. Summon the scroll and defeat Red Nose. We were just talking to Red Nose. Guess we're not cool with Red Nose anymore. I haven't figured that out myself, actually. I'm assuming I probably get to a specific quest, and then I get a horse. I'll, like, talk to a specific vendor. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Impader. That's a great title. Okay, so that's the mission these guys are doing then. I've been fortunate since the reinstall with crashes. It seemed to have helped to an extent. I don't know if being on a pro is helping at all or not. Nice. Blocking feels good in this game. This guy really telegraphs his attacks. I'm confused. I thought Red Nose is this little tiny imp we talked to earlier. Oof. Didn't see that one coming. He's going in a bit of a frenzy now. Belly flop. I like that attack. You're going down, Red Nose. Nice. That was a fun little fight. Oh snap, that's a nice little profit. Yeah, I might cave and take your offer. I always feel bad taking stuff. But then again, you probably play similar to how I do in the fact that, like, it's cool to move stuff over to standard, although when you move it over to standard, it just sits in standard because I never end up playing standard. I play every single league. Yay, more gifts. Another storage increase, always good. Yes, we did. You're right, you couldn't have done it without me. My character is awesome. Let's see. Well, at this point, it's getting kind of late. This is probably a good place to cut off the game, being the first kind of mini-boss in this area. But I mean, my impressions of the game, so at first, like I said, I was a bit iffy on it. But as I'm kind of learning the different attacks, you know, chaining the attacks to kind of make combat a bit more interesting, learn the block mechanics, learn that there does seem to be like a soft lock-on system, like what's going on right there. The game's fun. You know, I don't know, you know, if it does stack up to, you know, a big AAA commercial hit like, you know, Elder Scrolls Online. They've had years to perfect that game, and, you know, this is obviously just launching on PS4, so, you know, there's some weird graphical things going on, like some of the rendering, but overall, you know, it's a fun experience. I don't think they're charging the amount that they normally charge for a full-price game. I think it was only like 40 to 50 bucks. But yeah, this game seemed like a lot of fun from what I played of it so far, so I'm definitely looking forward to kind of diving in a bit more during the beta period. You know, hopefully I get to play a little bit more. I think the beta ends tomorrow. But it's something I'll be keeping my eye on, and I'm interested to see like what kind of fixes they come up with between, you know, this beta and the actual launch, just because, you know, I do think this has some solid potential. This almost feels like kind of a Dragon's Dogma Online, which is a game that I really enjoyed. So it's something I'll definitely be looking out for, and yeah, maybe we'll do some more content for this game in the future. You know, I don't know if I get to keep, I probably don't get to keep this character moving into the full game, but, you know, obviously playing Path of Exile every league, I don't mind recreating characters. So yeah, you know, thanks for checking out the stream, and hopefully I'll be bringing you guys some more content from this game at some point. Thank you for you guys who recommended this game. I think it's fun. This was a solid experience, and I have a feeling this is one of those games that as you gradually catch on to it, the more you kind of get sucked into it, which is, you know, what happened to me with Path of Exile originally. I don't know if I would get quite as sucked into this as I did Path of Exile, but, you know, there's definitely some solid points to this game. So, honestly, at this point, you know, I'd give it a soft recommendation. Definitely give it a try. It's in beta, like I said, until sometime tomorrow. So if you've got some spare time, I would absolutely go into the PlayStation Store, give this a quick download, and give it a shot. I think it's worth the time. So, you know, thanks again for watching. Appreciate all you guys being here tonight on Wednesday. It'll be another Path of Exile stream. Just wanted to get a chance to kind of share some gameplay from this game while the actual beta is still up and running, just because it's really the only chance I'd have to really show the game before it actually launches, and I wanted to try it out before, you know, I'd have to spend money to actually play it. So hope you guys all have a great night, and as always, until next time, may the RNG be with you always.